Hey guys, what's up? It's me, the Biofrost. I know this looks kind of awkward and the camera looks weird, but I'm very excited because today I want to talk about a concept that um, really expresses me as a gamer itself and why I like gaming. And that's the question is a lot of people, some people ask me, like, dude, why do you like video games? Like, everyone has a different reason, everyone does, but mine specifically is the story. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, let me explain. See, every game has a story. I'm gonna take off my glasses here real quick because I feel pretty awkward. Because I keep to see the screen reflecting on my glasses and it's weird. But every game has a story. Whether it ends good, bad, or freaking ridiculous, it still is a story. Um, Personally, like games like Dark Souls, yeah, it doesn't have the best story, but it still has a story, and it's pretty kick-ass, even though it's like 2 sentences, really. And there's cool mechanics, but I digress. Um, Another game that really shows a lot of story. Dragon Age Inquisition. This game is so good. Like, I've never played it, but I've heard so many good things. And I've played Dragon Age 2, which I know is god awful. Oh god. But still, it had a story. I played it. I played it all the way through. It was fun. And I played it on that flat screen right there. If I can point my thumb, there we go, right there. Played it right there. And what was another one that I played? Hitman. Hitman's a really good game. It has good story, good gameplay. That's a lot of fun, but ignore the gameplay because the story is the most important part. Because it really revolves everything you have. Now, some might have a thing for a story, like, like I said, Dark Souls. It has a story, it's like 5 sentences long, but that doesn't mean it's still a good story and it's got good lore. Like, that's kick-ass, man. Like, just 4 different guardians protecting the world and you gotta kill all of them, really, just so then you can fight Gwendolyn, I think his name is. I think that's his name. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played Dark Souls, um, but this is that's the reason why. It's because everything can have such a good story, and I'd be okay with it. You see those billions of books right there? I grew up, like, reading before I realized, hey, there's video games in the world, and they're awesome. And I've always loved the story. It's all about the story. You might not realize it, but everything has story. Think of games like World at War, Call of Duty. Everyone thinks, oh, it's just a shoot 'em up where you go on multiplayer and fucking shoot people in the face. No, it's not. I mean, you can do that, but it's revolving around the story, which is thousands of years later after Black Ops, where I think David has taken over and he's leader of the squad and he has to stop Menendez. Like, that's pretty badass. Like, that's awesome, and you get to do all this high-tech weaponry. And then they made Advanced Warfare, and Advanced Warfare. That's a good story. And then they made Ghosts, and oh, yeah. I mean, listen, Ghost had a good story, right? It had an amazing story. I thought it was some of the best story I've seen in Black Ops, other than Black Ops 2, because it gave you multiple choices in how you would execute things. Do you kill Harper? Or do you want to try and kill Menendez? Because that's how it works. Or one of the choices where, do you want to take the sniper route, or do you want to go, and just go assault rifle, you know? It's really fun and unique idea. And other games that, like, focus around gameplay, like Super Meat Boy, like, God, it has a story. It's stupid and ridiculous, but it has a story, and it's so good. It's stupid, but it's so good. Castle Crashers 2, that's an amazing game. It's addicting. And even other than that, like, there is story everywhere. There is story in every part and corner of any game you see. And it's also one of the reasons why I love RPGs so much, because you create the story in a way. You make your character, you create your story, and and you see how it unfolds. It's one of the reasons I also like Dragon Age and all that cool stuff. But that's like more Western RPGs, even though there's Japanese RPGs, and they do that too, once in a while, but still, you create your own story, and you have your story. And that's that. So, the point I'm trying to really make here, guys, in this 5-minute video we got going on here, just checking, is that story is everywhere in any video game. And you can't just say, oh, I just like it because, you know, I want to shoot shit up. No, that's not the reason. I mean, of course you would have played the story first just to see, oh, how cool it is and what do we got. So, it's personally one of the best reasons. And it's one of the reasons why I love the Disguise series, because it's so hilarious how they do their storytelling, and it's so fun. I mean, there are games out there that focus not much as story, like Chivalry. Like, I can understand that. There's a game without story at all, but hey, you're a bunch of knights. Your goal is to kill the other kingdom. There's your story. Bam, right there. I just proved it. Another good game with story, Firewatch, if you've seen that on Steam. I mean, there's a guy who just does it voluntarily. He just divorced with his wife, and now he talks to this girl, and he starts to love her, but then in the end, something bad happens. But I won't get into what happens with the girl and the guy, but I won't get into that because you guys have to see that yourself. But I'm telling you, it's a great game. It's a great game. But it's also one of the reasons, story-wise, I love visual novels and dating simulators. I know it's fucking ridiculous, but you have a story. That's all it is. It's a story that you can make choices on, and then you see how it unfolds. That's basically it, really. I'm gonna put my glasses on because I want to, but there you go. There is your story. There is your story, and that's why, like, most video games have a story. You might not think it does, but it does. It has a story. Like, there is no game. There's another one. There is no game. My ass. You just look around and bam, there you go. You break shit and there you go. So I'm just saying, guys, if any of you are watching this or anybody on the internet is watching this, there's a story to everything. Sometimes it ends, sometimes it doesn't, but you don't know. So it's one of the reasons why and that's the reason why I love video games. It's just because the story is pretty much everything. It's one of the best things ever. I just love the story. It's so good. So that's my reason why I love gaming. If you want to, comment down below what other reasons you like gaming, or just that, or if this video blew your mind, even though it's just a 16-year-old just rambling on about life in general and video games, because hey, why not? But that's what, sorry guys, that's it's in AM when I'm recording this, so all my friends are asleep, so they won't be able to see this video until tomorrow. But that's why. That's why I love gaming. Now, before I go, I will mention that Pokemon Showdown will be coming back up, and I will be doing it with a friend. However, she will not know that I'm recording this. Now, if any of my friends decide to tell her about this video and decide to point her to it and piss me off because it's supposed to be a surprise, then guess what? I'm gonna kill you as a personal vendetta. Is to kill you and get it over with slowly and painfully. Isn't that right, Ballistic? And Brad? And Isaac? And Greg? And October Virus? I know who you are. Don't do it, or I'm gonna kill you. I will find where you live, and I will kill you. No, I'm not making any death threats here. It's just a joke, don't worry. I know most of them because of my subscribers, and they're friends in real life. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog video about me talking and rambling about video games. It's a little side wicker off track and a few other things, but like I said, I hope you enjoy, and until then, folks. Until then.